This tutorial deals with how to put in a review of a manuscript. If you have been invited as a reviewer, you will get an email asking you to review an article. The email will have the abstract and the keywords, and it will also give you a username and a password to be able to log into the website. You would go to the website first, and on the main page you will see a space for username and password that's listed in the email that you got. You can copy paste it in, and then you might see something like this, new reviewer invitation. You would click on that first. You can view the abstract, and let's say then, because as a reviewer you only get the abstract and keywords until you say yes, then you agree to review. Click OK. And now that article moves to your pending assignments folder. So the first thing you would want to do is view the manuscript. And here we have the manuscript, and there's line numbering on the side. If you want to, you can make a marked manuscript for the author, or you can insert comments in there. Otherwise, you would probably make a Word document and type that in, and at a certain point, you're ready to submit. First, you would choose a recommendation depending on how good or how bad the article was. Let's just say this was moderate. There's a field here where you put in your comments to the author. That will be sent to the author by the editor in their decision letter. And that could be, I don't think there's a limit on that. And this would be, and you can also copy paste those comments in from a Word document. The confidential comments to the author, to the editor rather, are not seen by the author. And now you're done. And at that point you would receive an email from the journal office thanking you for your review. We are going to deal now with how a reviewer accepts and turns in a review of a manuscript. In principle, you will have gotten an email from the system, from the editor, asking you to review a manuscript. That email gives you your username and password. So you would first go to the journal site. Then you will see a space for your username and password, which you can copy paste in from the letter you got. On the bottom, you will see the possibility to log in as an author, a reviewer, or an editor. In this case, you want the reviewer. Then you would get to this, the reviewer main menu. And as you can see here, there's an invitation. So you would look at the abstract first, although that is also in the email. And in this case, for example, we're going to agree. You're agreeing. Click OK. And then that manuscript moves to your pending assignment, and you have access now to the entire manuscript. So we will look at first at the submission. What you get is a title page the system makes of the article, then the anonymized manuscript. There's line numbering on the side. At that point, you would either make notes and then scan it, or put it into a Word document, or you could download the article and make a marked manuscript out of it. But at any rate, at a certain point, you're ready to submit a recommendation. You would choose what you want to tell the editor you thought of the manuscript, and that could be anything from it's absolutely horrible to it's absolutely wonderful and everything in between. So in this case, let's just say moderate. You can upload attachments, whether that's your comments as a Word file or it's a marked manuscript. So in this case, so I go to my desktop, say this author did not look at the instructions for authors and it's just absolutely awful, and you really want them to read that first and fix it because the basic information may be good enough and needs some work, but also it's just absolutely let's try this again. So now it's there, and proceed with recommendation. In this case, there's a rating, whereas 1 is poor and 3 is best. Does it fit the scope? Then you can copy paste your comments here. And any comments you have to the editor. If you thought of more attachments, you could do it again and proceed. If you forgot something, it won't let you finish. So make sure you fill in anything that's there. Submit review.